Today we are in Flint and we are visiting Dawn Donuts, and joining me is the owner, Dr. Dolores Langston. Thank you so much for joining us, or inviting us, shall I say.
No problem. I'm glad you guys are here.
Yeah, so kind of fill us in on the history of Dawn Donuts. I know you purchased it later, but kind of fill us in on how you got involved.
Well, Dawn Donuts has been in part of the Flint community for, since 1950s. I think was the original time that it was built. And then we've been here for about 5 years now.
Okay.
So we're trying to maintain the legacy of Dawn Donuts. We still have the same recipes, the same donuts. We've created a few, but out of the same products that that Dawn Donuts usually use.
Sure.
But we're here. We're planning to be here.
Nice.
You know, fingers crossed. We've had some challenges, but we're excited to be here.
Now talk about how it feels, because you were mentioning earlier about you remember it being here when you were a kid. Now you're the owner of Dawn Donuts.
That is so surreal. You know, I used to live around here, you know, growing up, and every day after school, I would come here and get a custard donut.
Ooh.
That was my favorite. My tastes have changed a little bit since then, but the custard I like that pudding on the inside. So just think about, you know, customers say that too. It's like, yeah, I used to come here when I was a little girl. And I'm like, yeah, I used to come here too. And it's like now owning it, it's like, you know, who would have imagined? Who would have thought?
For sure. And what does it mean for you to continue the legacy here right where you grew up?
Well, you know, it means a lot. We take our position here in the community very, very serious.
Sure.
We want to be here for the community. We love being here in the community, especially, you know, in the Flint community.
Right,
because
absolutely.
the Flint community gets a lot of bad, you know, press, we have a lot of bad stuff that goes on, but we have a lot of good stuff that goes on as well. And so we want to be a part of the good stuff that goes on. We have a lot of customers that come in who have been coming here since they were, you know, young, and people who have moved away.
Right.
And they come back, and they come here because they remember Dawn Donuts.
Sure.
They remember the Nutty Donuts. And we've been told over and over again that, you know, they live in the South and they don't have the Nutty Donuts down there, you know. So we take this serious. We think this is our responsibility to be here.
And why is that key? Like making them fresh, but also keeping the same recipes from the original?
Because when people come back, they want the original recipe.
Yeah, sure.
When they grew up, it tasted a certain way, so they want them to continue to be that way.
Nice.
And so we take pride in that.
Awesome.
It's very labor intensive. People don't realize that when they, you know, I'll be a baker, and then they get back in the kitchen and it's like, you do make everything from scratch. Yeah, we do. So we're very proud of that, though.
Okay. Well, thank you for continuing the legacy and, you know, still standing and continuing your business. But when Focus on 5 comes back, we're going to check out some donuts, maybe decorate some.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Well, we'll be back after this.